since I've done a live, so we're going to do one now. I'm working on a cigar band. This is a thick one. I'm going to trim it down. I think it's like 8.5 mil right now. I'm going to trim it down. I want it closer to 6. And I'm going to add a hammered texture to it. And this is just a personal project, something that I've wanted to have to mix it up. Something a little bit thicker and chunkier to wear. So I'm just cleaning up all of my hammer marks from hammering it on my mandrel. And I thought, why not go live? This is always the fun part because the edges are so sharp right now, like crazy sharp. You get to hold that and cut into your fingers. It's awesome. Ooh. 8.2 mil, that's way too big. I want to do more like a 6 mil. So I might just chop it with my saw. I think that'll be easiest. So I'm trying to see which edge is nicer, so I can use that edge as my scribe. This probably won't be a very long Hi! Hello, Lonnie. How are you? This probably won't be a terribly long live because it's 8:30 and I don't plan to stay up super late, but this is something I've been meaning to do. I think we're gonna, let's see, can I see that? Not really. Gotta find my all right. We've got some people going in timeout. Yeah, no kidding, Mike. People are ridiculous. All right, so I want to be able to see the line that I'm scribing. So I'm just going to use a Sharpie to make it easier. You know, you report them, but I don't think anything changes. We'll see. Hopefully. Nope, they're still here. Fantastic. I think I know how to get rid of them. I'm going to do this. All right. All right, so I've got a decent scribe line. And we're just going to chop off what we don't need from here. I am making a cigar band. I wanted about 6mm, and I'm going to put a hammered texture on it. I literally just shaped it and filed off, like roughly filed off the hammer marks. So I want to cut it down to size. This takes a while. If you guys are asking questions in the comments, you'll have to forgive me. I just need a little bit of time till all the trolls get bored and leave, and then we can see your comments and answer them. So when I'm doing something like this, I like to brace my saw blade with my finger. It really helps to keep it like steady instead of having it jump around. And then I also like to use another finger at the top. So I'm kind of pushing in either direction so it stays nice and stable, because this is a fairly straight line I'm trying to cut. Now if you've got like a diamond cutter or disc cutter, that's a really nice thing to use. Again, if you've got a straight hand. So I'm going to make a shallow groove around the entire ring, and then I can start focusing on getting a deeper cut and going all the way through. Like shallow scribe line makes it really nice and easy to cut through. Like I said, you just start shallow and then you can gradually increase the depth. Just trying to see how I can hold this so you guys can see if I can make this easy on myself. Lori. Sorry, Lori, I've got the camera turned away from me because I've got some trolls in the comments. So generally they go away after a little bit. I just need them to get bored enough that they leave. how long something like this usually take to make. So I'm weird because I like to melt and roll my own metal, and that honestly takes the most amount of time. And because I wanted it like a wider band, I have to hammer before I can roll because it won't fit in my rolling mill. But if you have a decent sized rolling mill, it really shouldn't take long. I would say if you're working continuously, a few hours. And that is like, if you're using pre-rolled wire, pre-rolled like sheet wire like this, it shouldn't take more than, you know, an hour or two. But because I'm rolling it out myself, like it takes me a bit, so. And then I had to stop to make dinner and go for a walk. So honestly, I could have knocked it out in a few hours if I would have just not interrupted myself. And now honestly, if you clean this up, like this is a design in itself with just, I've seen so many wedding bands that have just this groove where it's like a thick part of the wedding band, a thin part, and then it has, and then you, like for this, I would go maybe with like a cross-cut burr or a diamond burr and just clean it nicely and get a nice straight line. And it's, you know, it's a simple design, but it's a really pretty one that a lot of people seem to like because I keep seeing it over and over. But I just want this shorter, so. Oh, you guys, this is sharp to hold. These edges are so sharp. Trolls are gone, but I'm not ready to turn the camera around yet. If you guys could go in and report the comments, it helps me like get them off the channel. Because if I report them, they still show up. But I think if more people report them, they slowly go away. Holy moly, this is a big ways to go. We're not even through the inside yet. That's okay. I think I'm gonna need a new saw blade soon. Oh, we got through there. We're getting there. That's always fun. Really trying not to cut myself on the ring or the saw blade. And it's heating up too, but it's okay. We'll get there. All right, we're gonna try and turn ourselves around and hope we don't have issues again. Let's see. Move you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. These are my blue light safety glasses. So they're gonna have a bit of a glare, but hi everybody. I'm sorry that you had to come here looking at real close up of this, but we had some trolls on, so usually the fastest way to get the trolls off is to show them what you're doing and not you. But reporting doesn't seem to work. For some reason, it's only on YouTube. All right. This is a ring that I had made a long time ago, and I had one, but it was for like my ring finger, and all of my rings are for my ring finger because I'm like, okay, I'll make a sample, but I want to make it small so I don't waste a ton of metal. I want a bigger size for my index finger or even my thumb. So that's what we're doing. This is just for me. All right, how far through are we? Almost entirely. I could probably pull this off, but I'm just gonna... I'm actually really proud of my saw work. Hello, Stitch Squad. Oh, hi, Stitch Squad. I remember you from last time. I'm really proud of my saw work. I did a very nice straight line. Normally it's not so straight. All right, let's see here. What are we working with? Don't cut yourself. It looks like there's just a little area left. Here's a tip for you if you're making jewelry and you saw a lot. Always place your lube with the blade and not against the blade, because if you go against the blade, it gunks up your saw blade and it just like, it makes sawing worse. It doesn't quite saw as cleanly as if you go with the blade. I'm in Chicago. All right, last little cut here. I think. Look at that. I'm in Wisconsin. Awesome. All right, we are off, and now we have this very rough edge here that I need to clean up so I don't cut myself worse. I just want to check my my actual width, how much it varies. Okay. 0.2 mil, varies by 0.2 mil, so I definitely need to clean that up and straighten it out. It's the wrong side. But not too shabby. Are you guys like dying in Wisconsin too? Because it's been non-stop crazy humid and hot here. I thought we were gonna have a cooler summer, but we are melting. And I don't check the weather anywhere else because the weather people don't even get the weather right for where I live, so. Lori, are you guys melting too in Michigan? It's just non-stop heat. I'll show you guys. Yesterday I had ordered a shipment of Melly Diamonds a couple weeks ago, and I got them in yesterday. I haven't put them away yet because I'm too busy looking at them, but they're so pretty. I have so much I want to do with these. I got 2 mil, 1.7 mil, and 2.5 mil. So lots of halos in the near future, I hope. It's been very hot here too. Yeah, it's super hot. Thank you. I know, they're so pretty. So pretty. I have a potential custom order for someone that I've been going back and forth with via email. And it's for a pave ring. It's gonna have a certain design. And he's trying to decide between moissanites and lab diamonds for his wife. So I'm like, we have the option for some beautiful lab diamonds if he wants. Because at first, based on his budget, I was like, okay, we could do moissanites. And then I found this lab diamond vendor. And I'm like, we can do lab diamond too. So we'll see what he chooses. I'm excited to see what he chooses. Is so sharp. Let's clean this a little bit more. I'm just going to take the edges off so I can actually handle it. I really need to get a new flat file for my sterling, because this was the first file I ever got, and I got it, it's been 3 years, 2022, October 2022. It's been a while. It's still files, but not as efficiently. I could really use a new flat file. I need a good file like that. You know what? I got this set. I got this set. Flat file, half round, triangular, and round from Harbor Freight, and I think it was like 10 bucks. But this is my yellow gold files, so I never use my yellow gold files for my sterling. And then I have a rose gold set, so I need to, yeah, I think it was like, maybe it was 20, but if you get them when they're on sale, you know, they have really good prices, so. Or you can get them on Amazon or TikTok. I have some linked in my Amazon storefront, and then I also have some linked on my TikTok showcase, I think it's called. I don't really promote that, but it's there if anyone's interested. Alright, I just want to take the edge off a little bit so it's not so painful to hold. Yeah, that's better. I know it's not the nicest sound in the world. I'm good, thank you, Stitch Squad. How are you? Alright, much better. Now I just got to do the inside. And I need a round for, or you know what? I'll use a little guy. Not this. And then they also, Lori, they also have a think it's like 12 or so. I'll just pull these. It's a set of these mini needle files. Did you get really bad sunburn? No, I thankfully don't really burn, but I try and get out in the sun like early, not early during the day, but early during the year. So I can build my like melanin exposure up and then I don't burn. But there are things that you can like take that help you convert the UV to melanin. So if that's something you're interested in, I think you can Google it. I don't remember what it's called exactly, but I don't know if there's a way to message one another. Oh, these are my gold. What am I doing? I don't know if there's a way to message one another on here, but if you find me on Instagram, you can send me a message and I can look it up and send you what that, it's natural too. It's not anything like chemical, what that is that you can take. Here we go. All right, let me just take the edge off on the inside here so I can wear this. Yeah, I'm very, very thankful I have olivey skin. Alright, that side's good. It's good too. I don't have Facebook. I'm young. Oh, good. I'm proud of you for not having Facebook and being young, or social medias. They are not good places to be when you're young. And if you're young and you don't have those, you probably wouldn't be able to get the supplement that I'm talking about. So sorry. But get out in the sun early so that you can build up your sun exposure and hopefully you shouldn't burn. Alright. I'm just cleaning this up so it smooths out with some sanding sticks. Oh, I miss doing bench work. Ooh, were you a benchman, Eagle Studios? And I say benchman as female or male because that's just what they're called. I'm a benchman, right? All right. Let's see. I really like to just do this with my sandpaper on a mandrel, but it's loud and I don't want to make it so loud that you guys can't hear anything. Thank you, Cal Sydney and Appetite. I had purchased the beads from the gem show last year sometime. I was like, let me make some bracelets. And I feel like summertime is the only time to wear these ones because of the color. I'm like, I gotta make use of them before fall comes, and then I go to like moonstone or citrine, clear quartz. Silver and gold smithy. Oh, awesome. Also did a lot. I'm lamp working. I'm assuming you're saying lamp working as in like you make lamps, or lapidary and it just auto-corrected because I know how phones can be. Me, a he, Charlie. Oh, hi, Charlie. Thanks, Lori. 220, 400. You're very pretty. All right. We're not going to stay too much longer, guys, because it's getting late. Sorry. But we did make some decent progress on this. I promise I'm working on a YouTube video that I'm going to publish hopefully next week. If you're a metalsmith, lamp working is open torch Venetian glass beads making. Wow, that's cool. I never knew that. Yeah, me too. I have to go to bed too. I never knew that, Charlie. That sounds incredible. Open torch Venetian glass beads making. Wow. I'm sure that's beautiful. I'm sure the results are insane. I should look that up so I can see what the results look like. All right. This has a nice finish on it for now, but I really, really need to clean it up. But I gotta, see, this right now fits the finger I don't want it to fit on. I'm sorry, Stitch Squad, have a good night. I forgot to say that. But I need to hammer it with the round part of the hammer. I don't remember what that's called. But let me do it real quick just so you can get an idea of what I mean. So I bought this really little, but pretty heavy hammer from, again, Harbor Freight. I think this was like $7 because it's got this nice domed, like I like the size of this one as opposed to this one. This one's much smaller. Look into it for sure. I made glass beads and split them into, oh, that's so cool and genius. Now you have your own cabs that you made. That's really cool. So I'll just give you guys an idea of obviously not finished, but I really like, you can't really see it. I really like the texture that the round part of the hammer gives. Let me turn you around so you can see. And of course, once I clean and polish it and do the whole thing, it'll look really nice. So 9 o'clock, it's bedtime for me, so I'm gonna go. But thank you guys for watching. I think this is the most people I've ever had on a live, which is, I've been doing this for a while, but thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the hearts. That kind of lets YouTube know, like, hey, it's something I enjoy, and hopefully they push out my content more. So look for, if this is something you're interested in, I did a YouTube video, Dremel engraver versus Fordham hammer handpiece, the difference, the results, all of that should be out not this week, hopefully next week. So if you're interested in that, look for that. And thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Have a good night, wherever you are.